Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope your Monday was well. Mine was okay. Got to see a coworker today that I haven't seen in a couple months, so that was nice. And yeah, other than that, it was just a Monday. Just a case of the Mondays. All right. Haiku is here. Welcome, Haiku. Fuck Magic judges. That is all. As a former Magic judge, I disagree. What's got you all salty towards Magic judges tonight, Haiku? Alright, while we wait for Haiku to regale us with the stories of the judge. I mean, you saw my post from when I claimed first. Huh. I don't think that came down to a judging type situation. What are you talking about from the stream yesterday? That was a streamer problem, not a judge problem. I'm not a current judge. We're right into it with Red Green Terror Festival. No, hold on. Okay. I am currently holding. Are you at least a rules advisor? I am nothing anymore. I used to be a level 1 judge with aspirations to be a higher level judge, but I never judged when I was playing. I took the judge test finally at the urgings of the game store that I worked for while I put myself through college, and yeah, I'm kind of sad I didn't do it sooner, but that's them's the breaks, right? Brotherhood's ends being a sorcery, not the best. They DQ'd a guy at RC Dallas and kicked him out of the Magic Arena on a judge ruling that I think is complete bullshit. And I'd if you'd what? What? What the fuck did you just say? Oh, this is bad. This is bad now. Okay. So what was the ruling, Haiku? And, okay, try not to fucking categorize an entire group of people and fucking just spew hate at them. Like, you can be upset with a ruling, so say fuck that ruling. Like, if the judge ruled in your favor, you'd be like, yay, judges! Like, be upset at a thing, not at a group of people. That's fucking bullshit. Just throwing that out there. Alright, I'm gonna play around, play with fire, and only block the 1/1. I'm gonna say, I'd say if you were already a judge and you're basically a rules advisor. Gotcha. I don't know that it's actually like, that's actually how that works. Alright. We just need blockers, I think. I mean, when it happens with multiple judges multiple times, well, what was the ruling, Haiku? You can, I mean, you can not. So if it happens multiple times with multiple judges, just because you think it's bullshit, clearly the judges think that that's how the ruling goes. So like, you can be mad at a ruling. So once again, you can disagree with the judges ruling in the way they do. But if it's consistent, there's no problem. Like, that's the way that they view the situation. It's their game. We're just playing it there, buddy. Oh, interesting. I've never heard of a rules advisor. I don't know if that was a thing when I was a player or judge or whatever. 3 Urbrask's Forges. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Anyways, they ruled the interaction between him and an opponent was an IDW because his opponent said, if I don't draw a land here, I'd concede. And that doesn't make... Your abbreviated summation of the situation doesn't help me any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I want to do this the other way. If Maniform Hellkite dies, that's fine at this point. Because I can cast Terror of the Peaks into another Maniform Hellkite. I think that's the better way to go about things here. It got added because I have the membership thing now. Got you. Okay, so now we actually Terror of the Peaks plus Invasion. That's literally what happened. You didn't say what the interaction was. Like, that's such no. And you said it happened multiple times. That exact situation did not happen multiple times. Like, I'm sorry. You're this is not the entire story here. So you can be salty about it. Just try not to be salty at a fucking group of people. That's like not good. Like, I don't know how to explain that. Be salty at interaction, be salty at a ruling, you know, just not at a swath of people. Why did I do that? I literally blocked the wrong way. That's going to make this game somewhat harder. Oh no, I fucking donked it. What the fuck did I do? I didn't put them to 1. Oh no, I have them. Never mind. I just do this first. Kind of forgot Brotherhood's End did that until I went to play the card, and I'm like, oh yeah, it is a split card. Not gonna lie, this game could have been a lot less close if I'd have remembered that. I'll be mad at them all as a whole get better until they as a whole get better. They're not doing anything wrong if they're ruling by what the situation mandates due to their current policy. You can be mad at a policy. It's I can't explain to you how it's just like bordering on bigoted to be upset at an entire group of people based on one interaction that you've had with them. I just it boggles my mind that this is even a conversation we're having, but whatever. I'm going to choose to go on to a different conversation. I suggest you do as well. So anyways, how about this Terror of the Peaks deck, bruh? We didn't even get to Storm the Festival. Once I donked that block, if we would have lost the game because I hadn't Brotherhood ended like 3 turns ago, I guess I'd have been pretty silly. Felt pretty silly, but luckily, we were able to pull it out. Alright, so we don't have a invasion of Zendikar. So, and they're going to have little shitty blockers anyways. Widespread Thieving has been played. Oh, baby. Okay. Ooh, we drew Invasion, so we can make them block with their little token. I think that's probably what I want to do, to be honest. I don't want to drop Rin down when they can kind of swing around and kind of pick away at her. Yeah, I think it's just fucking invasion. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, so we got them in the Abyss, but they are a token generating deck, so that doesn't necessarily mean a lot. Alright, they've clearly... I would assume that this is like some sort of charm or something, because they're playing multicolored spells. But they also have to pay 5 mana. I don't really fucking know what's going on, to be honest with you. I don't know, chat. Whatever. Why don't we play a Raptor pre-combat and then a Topiary Stomper post-combat? How about we try them apples? Oh. Uh-oh. They're Galvanic Iterationing a 2-mana spell. Okay. Bounce, bounce? Oh, that would be a blowout. Lightning Helix, Lightning Helix. Okay, fair enough. Interesting little deck they got going on here, huh? And they just take it. They don't want to block with a token this turn. Interesting. Okay. I accept. We just keep landing it up. I'm assuming they are going to have bounce, so I really don't even want to just like Rin, go down, make a token. Don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It might just be... Honestly, if we draw a land, we can go Maniform Hellkite into Rin. That's probably pretty good. Of course, if they have one bounce spell, they have Galvanic Iteration for the bounce spell. Chances are their bounce spell is going to be a 2-mana multicolored bounce spell. I have a feeling that that's kind of the gist of what this deck is doing. Okay. You're going to get a Duder. You get a what, a Terror of the Peaks? Yeah, okay. I mean, opponent's doing the thing. Not hating on him. Alright, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Question is, am I going down with Rin or up? I think we go down. If they have the bounce spell, it's bad, but... Alright, they chumped this turn. Okay. Maybe I should have attacked the invasion with the Maniform Hellkite. Oh, Narset has arrived. Honestly, I don't remember what she does. Creatures you can draw with prowess. Oh no. When it attacks, exile target non-creature non-land card. Oh man, I think we're gonna lose this game, chat. Opponent's going deep. I should have had this invasion of Zendikar flipped and them still be at 22 though. That's kind of my bad. Alright, do we need to Beseiju this fucking widespread thieving? It's been putting in work. Like, they're on 5 lands. They've got like a billion spells. I hate that I might be trading off the Maniform Hellkite instead of the Terror of the Peaks for the, or instead of the token for the Terror of the Peaks. Like, this is just value for our opponent, but it is what it is. Okay, I like that they don't have any tokens anymore. I'm gonna just play Stomper and pass the turn. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. I guess I do need to Beseiju this widespread thieving. Because otherwise they can play a 2-drop spell next turn and cast whatever's under here, and I don't necessarily want them to do that. And they may not have any basics. That's the other thing here. Nah, oh, never mind. Yeah, Beseiju's not basics. I was thinking Fielder Run for a second. That ain't the card I was playing. Oh boy, here comes the Galvanic iteration. Yikes. Yeah, yeah. Sure. Oh boy, a whole bunch of shit happening here. Pew, pew, pew. Does Galvanic iteration work with Sagas? It's just insert sorcerer, right? Yeah. 6 sequence, okay. Damn, a lot of shit popping off. Look at this. I can't even talk. I'm getting bodied so much. Look at this little deck going. I hear you. I hear you, bruv. Alright. You got some attacks? I don't think you have attacks, right? Like, maybe attack... No, I don't even think... Well, I don't know. If you have removal for Stomper, you can attack with Narset. Interesting. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's just, yeah, fucking sick. Of course you attack with Narset. I didn't realize it was without paying its mana cost as well. Card sick. Oh, just another slick sequence? Sure. Okay. Fair enough. I guess no box then, right? We take 15, go to 3. And, well, they have 4 cards. I mean, we're just dead, right? Damn, we just got bodied, chat. I should have blocked Narset, I guess. But I'm just scared with 4 cards in hand and 3 men up now that they just have some sort of... Another, like, slick sequence. Yeah, they would have just blown that out anyway. So, they just have lethal, whatever. I mean, the lightning helix to my face is just lethal. That leaves me at 3. Hello. Alright, whatever. GG. Damn it, I'm not trying to be salty. I wanted to say GG. Alright. Opponent's deck did good stuff. That was a Freudian slip, huh? The opponent's dick did good stuff to me, man. I don't know if Haiku decided to leave because I didn't want to hear the judge's rant, or if Haiku is still here but just did not have any other conversation they wanted to take part in. Unclear. This hand is not great. Let's keep it. Haiku's still here, lurking. Okay, my friend. That was a good draw. I have a little pang of regret for not buying these lands. These lands are gorgeous. Ooh, baby! Flourishing Bloomkin has been played. I love to see that. I don't love to see not a fourth land, not a second red source. We could still easily lose this game. So hopefully we don't. That would be ideal. No, they drew a land. Why do they have mismatched forest? Oh no, and now the Flourishing Bloomkin is too big for the Brotherhood's End. Disaster has struck an end. Yeah, they were in the store for a while, around maybe I want to say it was actually, I was going to say the Kamigawa set, but I think it was actually after that, to be honest. I'm going to Zendikar so we can storm next turn. I think that's our path back into this game. We already have triple red. I'm going to definitely get single red that won't hurt us. Or we already have triple green, excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to get 2 red sources here, so it's possible that, like, in some world we draw a land and play Metaform Hellkite plus Brotherhood's End. If that is somehow better. I don't think it will be, since they have 2 4 toughness creatures, but you might still get them. Yeah, they could come back around, 100%. Alright, they're going to attack for at least 10 here. And we have to... Oh, no, they still only have 6 lands. Okay, whew. It would have been 11 had they hit a land. Alright, gotta be something good. Tell me something good. Alright, it's gonna be... Yeah, this is good. It's Terror of the Peaks and Raptor. Raptor is selling me on itself right the fuck now. We kill... Which... Okay, hold on. I ping this one for 4. Then I attack Raptor. When Raptor deals damage, it deals damage to the Zendikar as well. Zendikar flips, deals the other damage to this. This comes down, kills one of the Stompers. Alternatively, I kill both Stompers but leave Invasion unflipped. I think I have to kill both Stompers, honestly. I don't know why I killed the untapped one. I mean, it doesn't have fucking... It can't block anyways, but... If they'd had like an instant speed put a land into play, I guess I'd have been pretty sad that I didn't kill the untapped one. Hey, what's going on, Izzy? Long time no see. They said oops. Why is that an oops? You think it oops because I left your Bloomkin alive? I don't care. I'm going to chump block it, and then I'm going to kill you. I don't understand. Sure, you have a 6/6. Now I can just... actually... If they have a pump spell, I don't know what it would be. I'm just going to block. I think I kill them next turn... With any reasonable flip of a storm, we kill them next turn. Actually, no. We can't draw land if we block with a Skyclave to play Hellkite plus Invasion. Alright, I'm just going to block. Blue Canars. Sure. Okay. I mean, part of me just wants to wipe the board. Double Brotherhood's End. No, I'm not here to double Brotherhood's End. I'm here to fucking spin it to win it on this Storm the Festival. Terror and Ren. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll fucking do. Yeah, deal damage there. Deal damage there. Just to show you I still got it. Deal damage there. That is a little awkward. Yeah, I'm still going to do it like this. It's like less damage to their face this turn, but... So they're going to be at 4. Because I forgot I'd get the other trigger, Haiku. I forgot about the second terror, so I was going to flip the thing anyways. Actually, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I still wasn't going to get the other thing. So if I attack face, I don't flip the thing. So it only goes to 1 because the raptor will deal 4 to it. But I won't finish it off, so I never get the creature in play. So it's... Yeah, I could have, instead of killing the tapped creature, I could have killed the Terror of the Peak. I could have Terror of the Peaks the tapped 6/6 and then attacked and dealt the other 6 to the face. Now that we could have done. They were emoting me the oops because we left that Bloomkin alive, so I made sure to kill the fucking Bloomkin. I made sure that we remedied that problem. That's what we did there. So a little bit of anti-salt countermeasures were in play for that game. Gotta admit, that was a pretty lucky flip off the second storm. Yeah, that's another way we could have done it. We could have ignored the 6/6 that was untapped as well. I was interested in killing their creatures. Sue me. I'm not. I didn't play. Yeah, I could have done that. I could have done that the turn before as well, right? With the 4/4s. I didn't necessarily need to kill those 4/4s, and we did that too. I just wanted to kill shit. Could we have lost the game? Absolutely. Did we have more fun this way? I believe so. But in a tournament setting, 100%, you're not wrong. You would definitely just kill them. I love these stomper into invasion hands. Why kill the opponent when you can be a dick and murder their shit first? See, Izzy gets it. Izzy gets me as a person. Not always. I'm just... not always. Just tonight, just for that game. When the opponent oopsed me multiple times when I left their Bloomkin alive, the stage was set, and we knew we had to kill that fucking thing before the game was over. Alright, opponent is gonna cast some spells at some point. They have a fuck ton of creatures. I'm assuming they're gonna cast some spells at some point in time. Never mind, it's not gonna matter. They're fucking dead. we just ended them. I mean, I think we just Brotherhood ends this turn before they have anything and just say go. I'll play the Boseija, I guess. I'm probably not gonna need that. I want it as a land. But yeah, we're just gonna end them. So sorry. Vsauce knows what's best. I love that Izzy thinks I look like Vsauce. Oh, they had another creature. I could have gotten that one too, damn it. Oh no! We could have gotten 2 more. They just had no spells. They've played Delver, which to be fair, you know, I guess. And then Monastery Swift Spear and Monastery Swift Spear Infantry. And they have had 0 fucking spells. That's insane to me. I'm just gonna invasion and have them block, and yeah, we're just setting up mana. I don't really know what can go wrong here. The voice matches too? Really? I don't know. I don't know about that. Do you block with your Delver, or do you finally try and flip a spell? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Alright. Man, this song fucks me up every song with, or every time with this kind of switching back and forth from headphone to headphone thing. I'm just never expecting it. They did not find a spell. Yeah, Haiku, yeah, weird shit or science, exactly. And you know what? I'm gonna block. No, I'm at fucking... I'm gonna go to 10. No, I'm not gonna block. What am I talking about? They have one card in hand. I know it's not an instant or sorcery. Can you tell us obscure facts about the universe, Mr. Sauce? After looking up Vsauce, you do indeed look like a skinnier version of him, but only slightly skinnier. Interesting. I mean, to be fair, I don't not see it, right? I've never really kind of gone out of my way to really make that connection, but like I have seen Vsauce before and I get it. Like he's got a big forehead, he's got short dark hair. He's probably, I haven't seen him in years, but he's probably starting to go gray. He normally wears a full beard. Yeah, hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Exactly. Yeah. And then there's another guy that's Vsauce somebody else, which was weird because it was just Michael at first, who was like, I guess, Vsauce or whatever. And then they expanded and Vsauce then became the brand or the channel. And then there was like at least one other guy that also was Vsauce or something. They had 3 at one point. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I don't think I ever knew about the third one. Maybe I did and I just don't remember, or maybe I just never saw one of the videos from the third guy, or maybe there wasn't a third guy when I was in the Vsauce know. We need 1 land, we're on the draw, and we have an invasion early. I'm going to keep. The invasion is only for 2. No dragons currently in hand. But that's alright. I watched the younger guy. I don't remember if he was number 2 or number 3. Okay. Yeah, the younger guy. I mean, the only other guy I know was younger than. I didn't remember his name was Michael until Izzy said that. But yeah, Michael was the original guy. And then the other guy, the second guy, was younger. So I don't know if that was 2 or 3. Yeah, I have no idea. The Vsauce lore escapes me. Alright, we're going to need a land in the top 2 cards here. I will kill that. That's, oh yeah. Alright, we did the land thing. But it's not a green source. Oh, we're not out of the woods yet. We needed it to be a green producing land. I wish Raptor was a dragon instead of a dinosaur. Ha! Did you know a wormhole is just 2 black holes connecting to each other? That's you know, that is one thought. I don't know that that's I don't know, maybe it is. I don't know that it's universally adopted. That's a common thought of how it works. So did you know that time is entirely a social concept and that there are always infinite ways to perceive time? Drown and Icker? Well, how am I going to attack this invasion of Zendikar now? That's not fun. That's not fun at all. Dislike. Okay. Oh. Did they proliferate? They did, those bastards. Alright. Here's the deal. If I ridgeline this turn, I can set up Storm next turn. I think that's my best way of winning the game. And, well, I mean, I could also Invasion to set up Storm next turn, but this way I get to play a tap land and play a creature. And I just don't attack with it, and I'll leave it back as a blocker. And then we get to Storm next turn, and I think that's the play. Wormholes as a whole are just a theory backed by Einstein. That's fair. Well, I mean, yeah, wormholes are, yeah, exactly. True. But, right. I guess my point was, we know that black holes are real things, or at least we have empirical evidence that we can see something that we call a black hole. Whether or not we know what happens when we go into a black hole is subject for debate for sure. That's the kind of stuff that would be talked about on the Vsauce channel, by the way, Haiku. I feel like you would like Vsauce. You should like actually watch some of Vsauce's videos, because I feel like you would like them. Oh, they proliferated the goddamn invasion. Oh, that's dirty. I still get to do all their shit, right? I just pop, and then this comes out and I pop. Once again, I'm killing their shit, not them, but they're empty-handed. So I think that's okay. They do get to draw a card off that ruckus though, so. You watch the STEM videos on TikTok? I don't know what those are. I've not seen them. Who makes STEM videos? I mean, STEM like science, technology, engineering, math, like that kind of STEM. Who puts them out? Because I mean, that's it's an abbreviation that is used in school. It has its own Oh, okay. So it's like a category, and then different people post under. I see. I'm with you. That's cool. I'll have to check that out. I didn't know that. To be fair, when I go on TikTok, I just bring up the page that comes up, and I kind of just scroll until I get bored, and then I turn it off. So I didn't actually know that there were categories. Not gonna lie, I don't interact with TikTok well enough, I guess. I'll have to check that out, because that sounds like something that I would be interested in seeing as a category from time to time as well. Human. Okay, can we draw a Brotherhood's End and a land, please? That would be a I don't know why I kept this hand. Why did we keep this hand? I was distracted. This is not a good hand. Yeah. It needs to be land in the Brotherhood's End real soon. Never mind, doesn't even matter. It's going to be too slow. Got it. If we drew land to hit, I don't know. We'd need to play on turn 3. We'd need either... it's tough to win from here, I think. Yeah, another 5-drop. That's what we wanted. I think I'm going to lose this game without ever casting a spell. You have your follower page, your for you page, your friend page, the store, and the STEM page. Okay, so I have... hold on. Let me look. Let me see if I can figure it out. So categorically down at the bottom, I have the home button. I have my friends. I can create content. I have my inbox. I have my profile. And then across the top, the only thing I see are following and for you. I don't have like, I don't know, like the layout on the computer might be different. I'll have to look at it because I only interact with TikTok on my phone. So I'll have to look in and see if I can figure out the interface on the phone. I can on the way out, I can kill this Warden of the Inner Sky, which I'm going to do, and just show them all these fucking dragons in my hand before I miss a land drop. Fuck that Warden. Got him. That's fair. I mean, I don't know. Do you have an Android or an Apple phone? We drew a third land with nothing to do with it. I am just going to say GG. Not going to give them the satisfaction of knowing that even if I had played a third land, I still couldn't have done a damn thing. Make them sweat that I was drawing to that Brotherhood's End. Izzy, if you want to whisper it to me on Discord or Twitch, you have an Apple phone, so it might be different because of that, or it might be some settings, that you've personalized that I haven't, or maybe at some point I personalized and you don't. I don't really know, but that's fine. I'll dick with it later because it does seem like something I'd be interested in. Alright, bananas actually do not grow on trees. They have a specialized bud called a rhizome, where they can asexually produce. Bananas only produce one bunch of fruit per lifetime, after which a second shoot called a sucker sprouts from the rhizome and will produce another fruit. What? But aren't they on trees? I'm are the banana? You're saying the bananas, the rhizomes on the banana trees or on the trees are not part of the tree? Is that what you're saying? I am confuzzled by what you just said. Not saying you're wrong, just saying I don't understand it. Which is, not uncommon. Alright, let's see if we can find Izzy's short she sent real quick. We'll pause the Pretzel Rocks. Pretzel Rocks, I said we'll pause, goddammit! Pretzel Rock said, fuck you and your pause button. Alright, Pretzel Rocks, I hear you, I hear you. I respect the fact that anytime I do anything with any other website, you just want to crash. But I'd prefer you not, if it's all the same to you. It's not all the same to Pretzel Rocks. Pretzel Rocks has died. Okay. Oh, so Izzy, I have seen this one. I think this is an older one because I have seen it. But I will. I will. How I spell hang on. Church. Shit. Let me rewind it. I will play it for the group. But yeah, I have seen this one. Let's see. And I fully agree with what he says in this video, by the way, about spellings. Okay, here we go, chat.
This is how I spell the word church. It's wrong. Or is it? T can make a ch sound. Look at the...
Okay, hang on. Because, seeing us both on the screen at the same time, it's pretty close, to be honest. Clearly, I've never, I know what I look like, but you don't see each other on the same screen, in any sort of regular setting. So, I think it's okay because it's short, and plus, all they can do is unmonetize it. I'm not monetized on YouTube, anyways. I think we're okay. But if it's not, then I'll get dinged. I don't know. We'll figure it out together.
The word picture, and OLO is obviously pronounced kernel. T, again making a ch, gives us church. Now this might remind you of that old chestnut goatee, but this doesn't spell goatee. Oh no, this is a way to spell fish. The GH makes the f sound we see in enough. The O is pronounced like the O in women, and the TI is like the TI in nation, fish. Now if all of this has you thinking, what? Why? Let me explain. This is not OED, the Oxford English Dictionary. This is a way to spell the word what. The O is pronounced like the O in one, and the ED is pronounced with a t, like in hacked. And this, how is this why? Well, take a look. Why? K. Why-er. Choir. Why? 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 Why?
Why? I like it. Yep, that is a good one. Just like Mage was talking about time being a social construct, the sound that letters make is just all made up, and we fucking fuck with it all the time, and it bothers me. It just really does. So to see, there's that one. There's also a I believe it's a George Carlin, maybe it's Gallagher. It's an old 80s comic who does something similar. They have a flip pad, and they have 5 letters, and they say one word, and then they flip over 3 or 4 letters and say, well, this must be spelled or said this way, right? And then it's not. It's the other thing or whatever. We're both wearing gray shirts too. Let's see. A rhizome is a special type of bud, which is typically used by flowers. So in a way, bananas are flowers. Well, okay. Well, the banana is the fruit. The fruit comes from the tree. The flower also comes from the tree. So what you're saying is the banana comes from the flower of the banana tree. But don't most fruits come from a flower? I think most fruits come from a flower, don't they? They have 2 to 7 pairs of genes, although plants above 3 or 4 genes are much more likely to die off and are unable to reproduce as easily. Interesting. And that's why English sucks. I believe every language kind of has its own idiosyncrasies that people native to that language hate, and people that are trying to learn that language hate even more. Okay, we are fully back. I also have 2 to 7 pairs of jeans. It's 2. Bananas are berries. Is okay. Um, the banana comes from an herb. It's not actually a tree. Okay. So it comes from an herb bush. So maybe that's what qualifies it as a berry. I don't know. I don't know how much of this is true and how much of this y'all are just dicking with me at this point. Let's play some Magic. Classifications of things is hard, okay? They do the best they can, damn it. And then, like, you know, science comes around with some new shit. And it's like, oh, yeah, a strawberry, not a berry at all. Like, we're still going to call it a strawberry because that's been its name for however long, but, yeah. Okay, we need to find some green mana at some point, but we have 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. I'm going to try it. 3-drop contingent on being good in the matchup, I guess, but we have learned that this thing destroys artifacts. So, you know, this card actually does other stuff, chat. None of what I said was a lie. I will send you the sources if you want. I believe you. I do, Mage. I do. Why are oranges called oranges? Why, I don't know. Somebody decided they were called an orange at some point. Whether that was before or after the color, I do not know. I am unawares, if that's what you're getting at. I am not going to kill their 2/2 because that will let them demonic tutor, and I think that's probably for the worst. We are going to be hoping to draw a 6th land that produces green mana. So we're going to go Hellkite, they're going to kill it. We're going to go Terror, they're probably going to kill it. And we're going to go Storm the Festival, and we're going to try and win. Strawberries suck. Whoa, now, Izzy. Whoa, let's back up here just a second. Strawberries in no world suck, okay? Let me just throw that out there right now. Strawberries are great. This Preacher of the Schism is a problem. I think life would be way easier if every fruit was just named after the color it was. Well, we'd have repeats. That's the only problem with that, Stan. We'd have repeats. Bloodletter of Aklazats. This Brotherhood's End is looking garbage right now. Jeez. A good rule is that if you aren't sure, you probably just say it. Oh, about the joke? Yeah, just tell the joke. It's all good. Do I have to block here? I think I have to block here. Just trade for now. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Despite they just got us. They had the turn 4, turn 5. There's nothing I could do about it. Sucks to suck, Auto. What makes you not like strawberries, Izzy? Because, you know, they're not my favorite fruit, but they're solid, man. They're just solid. You can't go wrong with a strawberry. You just can't go wrong with a strawberry. Did you hear about the gay football player? Last year he was a tight end, but this year he's a wide receiver. If you don't get this joke, I can't help you. No, we get the joke. Look in chat. I did look in chat. Did I miss one? Oh, you're allergic. Oh, okay. I did not look in chat well enough. Yes, that's a good reason to not like strawberries. Mostly joking, but Haiku should still say it. Is it currently Pride Month? It's not currently Pride Month, is it? I guess. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're in June now. The best fruit is a yuzu fruit. Yeah, I kind of just lost track of time there for a minute. I forgot it was June. I was thinking it was still May. What's a yuzu fruit? Yeah, I mean, that doesn't cross any lines to me. That's like a, you know, people are gonna make jokes about a wide variety of things, right? That is on the tame side of it's not hateful in any way. It's just making fun of like the reality of wordplay of you know, someone who might be into that sort of thing. Izzy is allergic to strawberries. That's why they hate it. Yeah, I went back and found it. Thank you, Haiku. I am interested about, okay, a Japanese fruit that's basically a mix between a lemon, an orange, and a grapefruit all at once. Ooh, that does sound good. My wife would not like that, though. She is not a citrus fan. So that's the thing about that, is it's 3 citrus fruits. But I would be into that. That sounds good. Quirion Beast Caller has been played. Oko doesn't count. Everyone's attracted to him. I find it very hard to be attracted to like a painting. They missed a land drop and didn't play anything. Wow. Okay. Everyone's gay awakening, is it? Is that the story we're selling, that we're peddling here? Don't kill my stuff, bro. Stop reading my stuff. Just play your own stuff. Grow your beast caller, dude. Like, it's better for us both that way. It's better for everybody. Okay. Okay, you get a big beast caller. Absolutely. Yeah, attack for 5, dude. Yeah, get in there. I don't, you know what? I really don't give a shit about this beast caller. I'm just going to say no blocks. We can block it later if we need to. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we still have 3 left if we tap the Awakener, so we could still stomp her after if we hit a terror. Let's start there. See what's up. Oh, we hit a terror. We also hit another land, so we could mana form Hellkite instead, or we could invasion a Zendikar. I think I'm just gonna invasion a Zendikar, honestly. Does it matter if I reveal this? No, not really. Because then I'm gonna play a Topiary Stomper, finish off the invasion. Oh, I can't hit itself. Right, that's silly. Okay, so we'll hit... I'm going to play a 4. We'll hit this. Actually, we'll just hit the blocker. I don't care. Whatever. I was attacking for 8. I don't need to flip the invasion. And then post-combat, we tap the Skyclave to play a Stomper. And we do a 4 more to the face. Storm the Festival, Invasion of Tarkir. That's... By the time I read this, you know, the play's always over. And then going back and trying to figure out exactly where in the process of what I did you were like, you know, saying these things is always interesting. But yeah, I think we got there. We played the Storm, and then we took the invasion off the Storm. They are killing a bunch of our shit. That's not necessarily the best. 7, 8, 9. So we're one short of storming the festival. I think we just Mana Form Hellkite Brotherhood in so that the Beast Caller will die if it blocks, and then we have lethal attackers, so they have to block one. And they have no creatures in play to put their Beast Caller counters. I like it. Have you heard the theory that all the invasions are hints at planes we are going to in the future? I mean, I kind of feel as though, yeah. I kind of feel as though that's a thing, right? Because we've been to a lot of them. Like, we've been to Zendikar, we've been to Kamigawa. So I assume the rest of them would be places that we may eventually go to. I heard a theory there are also hints of planes we've been in the past. That one's a little on the nose, yeah, but we have never been to some of them. That is correct. But since we have been to others, I think a lot of people did assume that the ones we hadn't seen, we may eventually someday see. I think that is the check Discord. Oh my. So it's interesting. It's a very vibrantly lemon colored fruit, but it is shaped like an orange. So it's very vibrantly lemon, but it's shaped like an orange, and it kind of, when you cut it open, it looks like grapefruit. But honestly, if you cut open a lemon like sideways like that, or an orange, it'll look like that as well. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. I've never seen that before, Izzy. It's called a, what do we call it? A yuzu fruit. I wonder if we can get those around here. I'm not 100% sure. We're going back to Tarkir and Ravnica and Lorwyn. It looks like a big lemon. Not really. Lemons are oblong shaped, right? Like football shaped. These are round. I mean, honestly, these are definitely shaped like an orange, or a grapefruit, but definitely more like an orange. Oranges tend to be flat on top and bottom, or at least like the little clementines, you know what I mean? It's like a clementine orange, more than like a full navel orange or whatever. But yeah, I am in the US, Izzy, yeah. All right, there we go. Thanks for sharing again. Oops, I did not want to go to my profile. Whoopsie. If they keep going back to places, it's going to be like 2054 with all of the planes on the invasion cards. I mean, you're not necessarily wrong. California should have some. I am about as far away from California as humanly possible while still being in America. I will have to go to an Asian market next time I am in a city large enough to contain an Asian market. We'll have to check that out, because I do not have one here locally. It got imported there before it got banned. Okay, interesting. Take a 17-hour flight. It's okay. Now, you know, I'm not that interested in that fruit. I would like to try the fruit, don't get me wrong. However, at what cost? You'll just ship one to me? There you go. I like it. Fight rigging has been played. Uh-oh. That's not great. We can compete with the fight rigging, but not with the cards we have currently in play, I think, probably. Become an IRL streamer and make a donation goal for the user. I honestly think I'm just playing Rin going up, making sure I can continue to hit land drops. Okay. It got a ban because it requires different soil, and the US didn't want to have its own soil be ruined with foreign bugs and stuff found in the imported soil. I mean, to be fair, it's a very valid thing. Okay, let's storm the festival first and see what we hit. That was a good draw, by the way. Terror and another invasion. Yeah, sure. I guess we just nug them for 2. I mean, it's not the best. It's not the best thing in the world, but we do get to go down and kill this Stomper. Unfortunately, we still can't attack this invasion. We can get it next turn with the Raptor plus like a... Well, okay. Well, we don't have those anymore, so that's not good, but whatever. We are going to attack them for 10 next turn, probably. They only have 1 mana up at the moment. We make a sauce from it called Yuzo Kosho. It's grown in California, but seasonal and hard to find now. Okay. So we play land number 7. I guess we just Raptor. Can this hit another invasion? Yes, any other target. Okay. So it's Raptor. Let's make sure the attack goes through. Okay, the attack goes through. All right, good talk, good talk. If you were just dead to the Raptor, like, I was definitely going to play the Raptor. You saw the Raptor. It's like a salsa type of sauce. Ooh, with yuzu fruit, some salt and chilies. We pair the sauce with fish tacos. That sounds good. I like a fruit salsa sometimes. Around here we do a peach salsa in the south, and that's normally pretty tasty. I saw strawberry salsa for the first time the other day. I didn't try it, but it intrigued me. So not to circle back around to Izzy's least favorite fruit, but I was interested in trying strawberry salsa and probably will do so sometime soon. Number 1 seized item due to pest concerns. Interesting. That was 15. What was 15? Did I not kill them again when I could have? That's fine. I'm completely comfortable with that. I will get better at the combat math of Terror of the Peaks when it matters. Otherwise, it's just fine. I'll just kill shit. What about watermelon flavored hot wings? I have had a I don't know. Well, have I had watermelon specifically? It actually sounds familiar, but I can't think of where I would have had them. So I'm gonna say tentatively I think that I have. I've definitely had a strawberry flavored wing before and an orange flavored wing before. Funnily enough, I don't know that I've ever had a peach flavored wing before. You'd think that would be a thing around here, to be honest. This hand is pretty garbage. I think I'm just gonna mulligan this one. Okay, we can keep this and probably get away with putting back a land. Stomper finds us land 4. Hopefully we hit a land for Ren. Just put back the forest. There used to be a wing place around here that had all sorts of weird hot wing flavors. Sadly, they went out of business. Yeah. Well, you know, I haven't... Oh, damn. I haven't... Yeah, there goes our invasion. I haven't enjoyed wings in a long time because wings used to be something you go and get them and they were cheap. And that's how they were marketed. And now, like, it's just such a thing that everybody just charges $1 billion for them. And I'm not going to pay that much money for you know, what I get for it. It's just such a non-cost efficient thing anymore, you know? It's really weird. Something like pizza wings and crazy things? Hell yeah. Speaking of sauce, imagine in the future during the apocalypse times, humans start speaking like Vsauce. Sure. I mean, you know, it's possible. It's like $1.25 a wing now. Yeah, I remember when you used to be able to get them for like, you know, a quarter. You know what I mean? So the 500% price increase, not doing it for me. I guess 400% price increase, not doing it for me. And that's honestly pretty cheap. I think they're more expensive than that here, Mage. Like, I think they can sometimes be like, you know, $2.50, $3 or something like that. Like, let's see. Yeah, like for 6 wings, you know, you're looking at like, I don't even look at them on the menu. I know it's like double digits, you know? So it's definitely way more than $1.25 here. Do we invasion or do we Ren? I think we just Ren. Wings are still one of the cheapest things here depending on where you go. Interesting. What is safe drinking water? I think I Ren go up, and then next turn we can Terror the Peaks, Ren go down. Yeah, I'm interested in that. I don't think they're going to have any like strict Planeswalker removal here. They might have a Liliana of the Veil, which, you know, would just eat our Ren, our Tree Folk token if we went down immediately. So we're going to do it like this. Let's hit some lands, please. 1 land? Boo. Alright, a Storm the Festival in the Graveyard is a nice consolation prize, I guess. Are we convinced we're going to have post-apocalyptic times? They did have the Liliana of the Veil. Super heads-up play, Auto. Good job. I'm going to get rid of the Rockfall Veil. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the other Ren and just assume that they're not going to be able to deal with our Ren. That's going to be my game plan. Want to know the future? Sure, absolutely. It's been a really cool May, first couple of days of June for me, so clearly global warming is a hoax. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that anecdotal evidence is exactly what we need in the climate change conversation. I'm convinced we might have post-Fallout times at some point. Okay. You know, the words I'm convinced and then might probably don't belong in the same sentence. It makes it sound a little wishy-washy. Either you can say, I think we might, or I'm convinced that we will. But convinced that we might sounds a little non-committal. I will try this, but if we don't hit another red source, we're kind of grasping. I guess if we hit a 4th land, we can find enough invasion. Hopefully the invasion gets us to the Brotherhood's End. Even if it happens to be after the invasion of Zendikar. I keep saying invasion even when I know I have both of them in my hand. All it takes is one. No, I'm not saying that you're necessarily wrong. I don't know if we ever will or not. I mean, hopefully we don't in my lifetime or any of my ancestors' lifetimes. But I'm just saying the wording there. You know, it was. What are we discarding? Probably. The invasion's not going to be good next turn, but I'm convinced it might still be good in like an Esper Legends style deck. I'm just going to discard the Storm, honestly. Just remember, you're under the Destrill and you'll be fine in your supposed future scenario. Huh. I mean, I don't remember hiding under the desk for a post-apocalyptic scenario. I remember that being like for a hurricane or a tornado or something. I don't know that it does any good to hide under your desk if a nuke is coming, does it? We certainly never practice that around here. In the future, you'll go to a restaurant and order wings, and they will charge you $15 plus and give you a live chicken and say, dig in. I mean, you know... I wouldn't necessarily even be mad, to be honest. If that's the world we were living in, there could be worse places, right? That's better than I can't have chicken, you know, I guess. I don't know. So that's oh, I'm glad we held on to this invasion. Okay. Global warming is a separate issue of climate change. Climate change as a whole essentially means an increase in extreme weather events, which could include floods, fires, tornadoes, etc. So, okay, this is a squares and rectangles situation, right? All squares are rectangles, not all rectangles are squares. So, yes, global warming is... Well, climate change is not global warming, but global warming is climate change, right? So, like, climate change is under the global warming is under the umbrella of climate change is kind of how I view it. So my dad had nuclear drills back in the 60s. Okay. I was not alive in the 60s. How old do you think I am, Sean? Just out of curiosity. In the early days of Apocalypse, while all the dorks are looting food and water, let's all loot packs of cool sets and then meet up and do some legendary drafts. I'm in for it. I'm a young buck. Okay. Wings are already like $15-ish at some restaurants. Oof. It's already cooked and comes with sauce. Exactly. Did that not count as tiny bonesing me? Oh, no, that's right. It's not a crime. It's a legend. We can't draw lands, chat. We're not going to win this game if we can't draw any lands. Especially since I can't use these Brotherhood ends in my hand here. It's funny because I could dome one invasion for 4. If we draw another dragon, I'm just going to fucking dome this for 5. But I guess for now we pass. Global warming is a part of climate change, but a lot of people think they're the same. Gotcha. You know what's cheap and good? Spam. That's how we're going to survive the apocalypse, chat. Spam from the heavens. May it rain down upon us. Top ramen still cheap and good. There you go. Now, here's the thing. Is there a spam flavored top ramen? That's the real question here, right? Oh, they're going to get our invasion. Oh, no, they didn't. When they crimed us, they could have gotten back the... oh, no. Where's the... Was that... Oh, that was a different game. I was thinking this was the game we got discarded on turn 1. But that was a totally different game. We're taking damage off our land. Gotta reveal a mana form. Okay, they already know about this one, so we just reveal that one again, I guess. Alright, we will draw land at some point, I hope. Plastic ramen is bullshit. Is he calling it out? What is going on, chat? We're just not destined to win this game, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. Which is why a lot of people do think that cooler temps mean global warming and climate change aren't real, when in reality the cooler temps are actually a result of climate change. Yep. The cooler temps are because of the ice caps melting and lowering ocean temps. Fried spam on top of ramen is delish. That's what I'm talking about. No! Could we just draw this Brotherhoods in to kill these 2 creatures? And like, just draw a red source. God damn it. Can I just cast it? I cannot. Okay. Good talk. We're just going to skip. We could not play a reasonable game of Magic. And that was unfortunate. We need some udon noodles up in here. In Japanese, wait, I lost it. Ocean temps are rising. One of the best places to eat at here in Japan is called Naku. I saw something about udon noodle. Okay, never mind. That was Sean. I thought I just literally was reading a comment and then it scrolled, and then now I can't find it. Oh well. I'm sure top ramen is nothing compared to actual ramen, but top ramen is also like a 50-cent meal, right? Yeah, so there's levels. It's like saying that, a McDonald's hamburger is good, right? It is, and a lot of people enjoy a McDonald's hamburger, but would you rather have like a nice, not necessarily gourmet, but well cooked hamburger from like a reputable burger joint? Absolutely, right? There's different levels. So I completely respect what Haiku's saying there. Like, you can say that, hey, I'm at the house, I can't cook ramen, I don't have the stuff, or I don't know how to do it, or whatever, I'm gonna make this ramen. But yeah, if you go to like a restaurant that makes ramen, I mean, it's nothing like what you'd get for a packet for like 50 cents or whatever at the grocery store. We're doing it again, chat. We're keeping a single red hand again. We don't learn our lesson. Okay. Naku is a Japanese breakfast fast food chain that serves udon, curry, ramen, and donburi. I don't know. What is donburi? McDonald's gets the job done. Exactly. It just is what it is. All right. I'm just going to clean up with Brotherhood's end. I'm not even going to kill something with the evasion. I'll leave that for the follow-up, I guess. If they grow... No, that's only triggers once a turn. Okay. We'll just pass then. The Earth goes through natural changes over thousands of years, not 40. 100%. It's a Japanese breakfast version of egg fried. Ooh, I love egg fried rice, and I will eat it for breakfast. I am not hating on that at all. They didn't play any more creatures, but I can't block with this Stomper if we play it. So I am just going to Brotherhood's End here. We drew a 5th dragon so we can actually kill the Shelly. That's interesting. And we get to... No, we don't get to also Topiary Stomper. Yeah, I'm going to do it. It's not mana efficient, but I think it's right. Like, you can't just not kill Shelly if you draw the 3rd dragon, right? Alright, and I think we slowed them down now enough that that's not going to matter too much. I guess I mean, if we don't hit a 5th land, we're playing the Stomper, so I'm definitely just going to get rid of one of the Terror of the Peaks here, I think. I'd rather have 2 Terrors and a Rin than 3 Terrors. Okay, we did draw the land right away, so what are the other 2 modes on this? Each player sacks a creature or transform this. I think I'll just Rin go up again, to be honest. Keep the lands flowing. I don't think they'll be able to kill it. And then we can kill the Henrika next turn if we feel. We missed on land again. We're terrible at flipping lands with this Rin. We run 25 lands in this deck, right? 26. We're up to 26 lands. Okay, still can't flip any lands with good old Rin. We have no actual proof of it happening. I'm pretty sure a lot of scientists disagree with you. And as you are not a scientist, I'm going to take their word for it and not yours. That's the problem with like conversations that require a lot of research and like informed opinions. People just think they get to say whatever they want and like ignore all that stuff because I said there's no proof. Like there's... okay. You're I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about that. That's along the same arguments as, there's no proof that Christians aren't right and the universe or the earth is only 6,000 years old, right? Which I think clearly you would dispute. It's those same scientists who tell us that, the climate change situation is real. Why did they not do that in response to the trigger? That's weird. That's correct. And that's I'm not saying you're not wrong there, but that's still a more informed decision than you just saying there's no proof. Just because they could still be wrong is not the same as saying there's no proof. There is evidence. Could that evidence be later overturned and be proven to be wrong based on something new that we find out? Yes, but it is still evidence. It is still pointing towards what they are saying. Like, I don't understand the argument here. Do I play the other Terror of the Peaks? Do I go up with Rin again? What do we do? What do we do? I think we're just going to play Terror of the Peaks. If they can't kill it right away, we just dump Rin. We shoot the invasion. And then that allows us to shoot the Gix. Which then allows us to then kill the Lily off. Since we're in a simulation, technically every Earth is exactly as old as they are, so there's no proof I'm wrong. Okay. So it's actually there's a cool argument here. Okay. So I heard this the other day, and well, actually maybe a year ago now. There's a cool argument for the fact that we are not in a simulation, right? Because like, if you're in a simulation, there's levels that you go down, right? Because as soon as you're in the simulation and technology is advancing, then you're eventually that society that you're in the VR, right, will advance to the point in their society where they in turn invent VR. Okay, so the question is, like, where in the rabbit hole are we? There's no evidence to say that we are the top level of VR, where we are the originators, we are the actual people, and everybody below us would be VR, right? Which is intriguing. At first glance, it's like, well, obviously, evidence would strongly suggest we are in VR, just for the fact that we would have the chance that we would be the first, the actual humans would be infinitesimally small, because it would just keep iterating in itself, right? So for a while, that was strong evidence that we were in fact living in a simulation. However, somebody came up with a brilliant idea that now this may not last forever, okay? But since we have not yet achieved true, simulation, the ability to truly simulate and be immersive in VR, we cannot be any of the infinite levels of the simulation wormhole. We can only be either the first or the last or the current. Now, we won't stay last, because if we are in the simulation and we're at the bottom currently, our society will eventually, advance to the point where we do create a simulation that would then continue down the rabbit hole. But now, when you realize that, the argument all of a sudden shifts, and it is very, very unlikely that we live in a simulation, because of all the possible levels of the rabbit hole you could go down. With all the ones in between, we can only be the one at the top or the one at the bottom. So it is actually very, very unlikely that we are in fact living in a simulation, which I thought was a freaking brilliant argument. When I heard that, it just kind of blew my mind, and I really, really, really enjoyed that. So hopefully, since we were talking about it, you guys do as well. But I thought that was a brilliant way to think about things. No, 50-50 would mean only there's two levels. But the fact of the matter is, we would not know how many. If we were somewhere in the simulation, we wouldn't know how many levels were above or below. So the argument is there are infinitely many of these simulated levels of VR. So there's, like, imagine a sandwich, but every time a society goes through their process of achieving simulation, you add an ingredient to the middle of the sandwich, right? So it starts out, you just have one piece of bread. Then you just put your bottom piece of bread together. But then you add whatever the first ingredient to your sandwich would be. I don't know, for somebody it would be ham, for somebody else it would be turkey, but whatever. You add a layer in the middle. But then you add another layer in the middle, another layer. Just imagine you're like Dagwood. Anybody remember Dagwood from the comics back in the day? Eating these sandwiches that are like fucking 2 feet tall or whatever. So by the time you're just so many levels deep in the simulation, you've added so many ingredients to the middle of your sandwich. You could be any one of those in the middle if you have VR above you and below you, right? But you can't prove VR above you. You wouldn't know. But we can prove VR below us because we would have invented it. So you never know if you're the one on top. But you do know if you're the one on the bottom. But you don't know how many levels are in between. So the argument is it's much more likely that you're one of the ingredients in the middle of the sandwich than you are to be one of the pieces of bread. We know for a fact that currently we are one of the pieces of bread. We have no way to figure out if we are the top or the bottom. I think my favorite theory is that everyone that has ever existed is just another version of you, and when you die, you're just born a different person. Yeah, I've heard that too. I think that's a pretty interesting, like, I think the one with that is normally wrapped up in the fact that, like, or at least the way that I've heard it expanded upon is that, you're some sort of like deity that is preparing to actually be in charge of, like, some sort of other life cycle for some other something. So you're going through the process of gaining empathy to, like, all these different situations of all these different lifetimes of people. How do we know we're one of the pieces of bread? Because we do not have a simulation below us, because we haven't invented it yet. If we were in the middle, by default, there would have to be a level under us. We would know that there was a level under us because we would have invented it in our society. We're going to lose this game. I kept a hand with 3 Storm the Festivals. Why did you let me do that? I was distracted again, chat. I can't have these discussions while I play Magic. Might have been actually better there to get a third unpainful source of green, to be honest. I think I'm too smooth-brained to wrap my head around what you're saying, but I don't get how us knowing that we're one of the pieces of bread doesn't make it 50-50. It makes it 50-50 that we're either the top or the bottom. One of which means we're in a simulation, one of which means it's not, right? But all the levels in between would also be simulated. Does that make sense? So, like, it's 50-50 between those two, but those two are not the only options. We can also be pieces in the middle. Are we just dead? We're just dead, right? All right, GG. How would we invent it if the simulation doesn't give us the necessary tools to invent it? Well, that's the whole point of the argument that eventually society left unchecked, even within a simulation, is going to find a way to progress. One of the things that we will progress towards, inevitably, given the resources that we have here, is going to be a simulated virtual reality. Life finds a way. That's a quote I actually know. Exactly. Quoting the great Jeff Goldblum. Alright, keeping the 2-lander with the invasion into either color of mana gives us a play. So That to me sounds like a terrible argument. I mean, you haven't given me a better one. So the onus is on you, my friend. I've given you a very logical argument to kind of get my point across. So if you'd like to give me an alternative that makes more sense, feel free. But otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. Do we kill? I mean, I guess we just killed the Swift Spear with the sticky fingers on it. I don't like giving them a card, though. Maybe I just kill the Otter, to be honest. Nah, I'm just going to kill the fucking Swift Spear. I don't like that it has Menace. Maybe I was supposed to just hold both, but we didn't draw the red source, you know? We've been drawing Forest. Why would we try to create a full-blown simulation of ourselves? If you don't think that some computer company somewhere, some software development company, a gaming company is not trying their damnedest to do that, because they could make money, because someone would make money. That's all the motivation that we need as humans, dude. What are you talking about? I'm going to choose to believe that I'm a nice slice of crispy fried Spam on the sandwich. Hell yeah. I don't understand the question, Haiku. Of course we would try to make one because we're fucking humans. And somebody somewhere will think, well, we can do that, so we should do that. And somebody will pay me well to do it because I'll find somebody to monetize it. Sims in VR where you live as them would be very, very popular. Exactly. That's kind of the shtick, man. Once again, maybe it doesn't prove it, but you're not disproving it by saying it doesn't prove it. I've given you a very compelling argument for a likely scenario that I believe to be one possible truth of our existence. You just saying, well, there's no proof for that doesn't really do anything. You saying, tell me I'm wrong, right? I'm telling you I think it would be likely that somebody would make it because it would make them money. Are you going to tell me that I'm wrong, that you don't think someone would make it because it would make them money? Because we can have that argument, but you need to present evidence why you think that capitalism would not find a way to monetize a furthering of an already very, very successful business revenue. We do still make swords. What are you talking about? We make swords to this day, dude. Yes, I am saying that. I am saying there are people that make swords for a living, and that's what they do. What are you talking about? Because somebody will pay them money for it, man. Exactly, Mage. I didn't say nearly as much. Now we changed to an argument of scale. Not making as many of them and not making them are the same thing. Things will not be made when they are no longer profitable. Ideas will not be uncovered when they are not profitable. VR is definitely profitable. I don't think there's any argument you can make to the contrary. I mean, that's a possibility that I think is probably, in my opinion, less likely to be what leads to the inevitability of some sort of simulated VR, Sean. Not only because I think it is not likely to. I think it's not necessarily the way we would go about, doing that necessarily, but also, I just think there's more money in leisure space than there is in that space, because that space, I believe, you're going to run into a lot of problems with religious kind of stuff. If you're talking about continuing consciousness after death, that would keep people from working on it in the same way for much, much longer. He is sleeping instead of studying the blade. What do you mean? With my logic, we will eventually make everything. What would we not make if we could? Like, what are you talking about? I mean, I didn't say we would continue to make things that aren't profitable or had no reason to make. I said that we would make things that people would pay money for, and I offered you an argument that people would pay money for VR. If you gave me a counterpoint, that's the point that I would like you to contend. Tell me that people would not profit from VR, and I will gladly concede that then we will not ever produce a VR. But until you can do that, you're just trying to straw man your arguments here. But I have I have arguments that you need to contend if we're to continue this conversation in any meaningful way. I mean, if it's possible to make, if we discover a way to make a new thing, that's one of the most profitable things that we can do. So, I mean, yeah, by my logic and also by yours, I guess we sound like we're in agreement here. If we figure out how to make a thing, that's what inventions are, right? When inventions are patented, they get produced if they're profitable. They don't if they're not. I mean, what are we talking about here? Let's see if this doesn't get counterspelled. It does not. Nice. See, I think Sean is going another way beyond profitable. Paintings didn't go away after. I agree with that, but those are existent things, right? Some things, like to Haiku's argument about the sword, like you could say that, if swords had never been invented, would somebody invent them? I would argue they still would, because somebody would fucking think they're cool and somebody would want to still pay money for it. But the continuation of something after it's been outclassed and the discovery of something new and the proliferation of that new thing, I think are separate, right? What is going on over here, by the way? I don't know what the opponent's doing. 3, 6. I'm just going to try and continue to develop the mana some more, I think. This plays around like make disappear, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Well, now we know they have those. So they're poisoning us. Interesting. Well, okay. So Haiku, matter is neither created nor destroyed, right? We accept that to be truth. So if that's the case, then we do, right? Try and get him to bite here on a Topiary Stomper, and then we can slam him with the Raptor and flip the Zendikar. We make diamonds out of carbon poop. I mean, I disagree that we have finite resources in the extent that you're talking about we as humanity. Earth is comprised of finite resources. Now, I would contend that those resources can continue to be. Why are they letting me keep do this? I don't understand. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm still gonna Raptor them here, and try and get this Zendikar flipped. Nope, they got another something. Okay, that's cool. We could have gotten another land, I guess, doing it the other way, but I thought the possibility that we flip this Zendikar might have been worth it. Okay. But yeah, Earth has limited resources. I agree completely with that. That's why I you know, think that the sooner we take, um, getting rid of oil dependency, the better. But I also believe that if you look around, there's a lot of shit out there. And as long as we have the resources to get to some of that other different shit, humanity will never stop tapping resources, because there's a lot of shit outside of Earth, some of which we can already reach and will if necessary. It wants me to tap too many green sources. Alright, chat. I think this is the last game. I gotta get to bed. Well, technically, I don't believe that to be true. There is a law of conservation of energy, but that also applies to matter. Matter can neither be created nor destroyed. It can change form, though, and that form often results in some sort of release of energy. But you can't all of a sudden just have less shit. That shit might just now be space dust and gas, but there's still, that shit is still there. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my current understanding of the world. I don't even know if I want to play this Hellkite. Like, their last card could be some sort of Wrath. I don't know. We're just going to play it. Whatever. I didn't even see that they had this case over here. Not been paying as much attention this game for sure. Alright, so they're going to try and pop off here. But as long as they don't actually Wrath us. Okay, cool. Alright, well, chat, thank you for the lively discussion and for everybody who participated. I appreciate each and every one of you. We went to some fun places today. I love the conversation about the VR. And we had some good discussion about fruit earlier. Well, you see, Otto, due to entropy, eventually all energy will be lost and the universe will stand still and lie dormant till the great reset happens again. So, the entropy doesn't necessarily say energy will be lost, though, right? That energy just becomes potential energy, correct? Matter cannot be created or destroyed in regular life, but we can indeed do it in particle accelerators. And what happens to that in no, we separate things in particle accelerators, right? I don't think we've ever... I've never heard of anything, and I think I probably would have, because I think it would be a big deal. We can separate things that at like a subatomic level that we currently wouldn't be able to separate in any sort of non-pressurized, non-super fast environment. But to my knowledge, and we collide things, but to my knowledge, that collision doesn't cause any matter to just be destroyed, and no new shit just miraculously appears. Some things that were not visible may become visible. Like, I have heard of that. Like, some different, like, I don't think quarks is the right word, but something of that level, like we've observed in a particle accelerator and haven't observed outside of it. But the particle accelerator is not creating that thing, right? So yeah, nothing new is being created in a particle accelerator as far as I know. E equaling to mass in theory. With enough energy, we can create mass matter. So the problem with that, so E energy equaling to mass in theory. Well, energy doesn't equal to mass, right? There's something else over on that side of the equation. So that's step one. But step two, if you have some other variable c, and that c is squared, right? That's just a scalar. So you have E is equal to m times some scalar. So if energy cannot be created nor destroyed, then neither can matter. I mean, just due to that equation. To have this convo at a high level, we would all need to take about 8 years of post-grad schooling. But I enjoy our ape level understanding in Twitch chat. It makes my brain fuzz. Exactly. Yeah, we're all just doing the best we can to remember, like, you know, the course we took in college on physics, right? So, all right. Well, I'll leave us all here to enjoy our random musings tonight. I'm not going to rate anybody, so please go off and find somebody on your own accord and enjoy the rest of your evenings. I appreciate y'all being here, and we'll come back tomorrow and do it all over again. I hope y'all have a great night.